From now on, I will try to bring very important material scientifically about the codes because, as I feel, unfortunately, people don't realize so much about its scientific background. So let us start now with interesting finding of Dr. Rothenberg. So as you can see, Dr. Rothenberg developed his own protocol for Torah code research. His protocol concentrates on closest meetings and closest pair of ELS. As we said, ELS, equal letter sequence. He has hundreds of examples showing that they are part of the foundation of the encoding. For an application of this principle, he examined keywords of some major Torah commentators as they wrote about a particular Torah passage. Rothenberg hypothesizes that in or near these passages he would find ELS of the exact same the keywords the commentator used. His book and All His Truths summarized many of Rothenberg's findings, was published in 2005. An example table of the kind that Dr. Rothenberg found is the table below that relates to the verse, and Nadav and Avihu died. Nadav and Avihu died. In Hebrew, Nadav and Avihu metu. It is in Numbers chapter 4:3. This is the story about the two sons of Aaron, who after the desert temple, the Mishkan was sanctified, took a strange fire into the Mishkan, and the Zohar Shmini tells us there the story, as you can see. An example table, as we said, and this was the Zohar in Shmini, says the following. Let us see it now, what the Zohar says exactly. And the Zohar says the following. So this is what he comments on the verse, don't drink wine or strong drink, neither you nor your son with your. This is in Vayikra 10:8, quotes Rabbi Yehuda. So this Rabbi Yehuda says, and then what he says, Rabbi Yehuda says the following. Rabbi Yehuda said that from this chapter we learn that Nadav and Avihu were under the influence of wine from the fact that the priests were warned about it. Interestingly enough, Dr. Rothenberg finds two sets of ELS, of equal letter sequence, of intoxication with wine that caused the verse, and Nadav and Avihu died. This is shown in the table. So let us see now. The table, the full table, is the following. So these are the verses here of the Torah. Vayamot Nadav Avihu, and died, and Nadav died, and Shtuyei, they intoxicated with wine. The verse of the Torah, and this it comes. You can see it here. The story by Yamot Nadav Avihu, and Nadav and Avihu died, and came into the testimony, Shtuyei Yain. Shtuyei, it is intoxicated with wine, and drunk with wine is simple verse, yeah? And in the center, here begins this verse, Shtuyei, drunk, wine. So this is what Professor Alex says, that the ELS for the intoxication are long skip ELS. The cylinder size is 150 with expected number of ELS to 300. The probability that the text from the ELS random placement text population would produce a table with one set of ELS of intoxications with one crossing one of the two instances of and as he said here, and the view that is less than 1 to 10,000. It means it can be much more, it can be millions. So this interesting example, definitely, of Dr. Rothenberg work. He had many more tables on the same line. So clearly, what the Torah says about Avihu and Nadav who died when they came drunk into testimony, and the situation, as we said, comes out so clearly, very highly significant. So this is really one part of Dr. Rothenberg's work, and this comes out, this is what Professor Alex did in the site torahcode.us.